There are stories that need to be photographed to reveal unique and magical moments, so they can be appreciated and enjoyed by sensitive eyes. Through these photographs, I want to invite you to a wonderful transhumance trip through the old livestock trails of the province of Jaén, one of the last strongholds where the transhuman is still alive, but with the feeling of witnessing an extinction of a way of life that marked the history of many people and places in Spain. Twice a year, the shepherds make a round trip with their flocks in search of the eternal spring. In late autumn, when the leaves of poplars turn yellow, the flocks announces the arrival of winter. It is time to repeat the transhumance cycle. More than 2,000 sheep will complete a 100-kilometer migration lasting 6 days to get from the highlands of Sierra de Segura to the lowlands of Sierra Morena, both of them in the province of Jaén. Here, they will enjoy milder temperatures and more abundant pasture, where the lambs will be raised in freedom and their animal welfare will be respected. In late May, when the heat dries the grass, it is time to start the spring transhumance and go home in the highlands. I intend to share with you images and sensations that help me to make visible the tremendous environmental, social, cultural, and of course, economic work carried out by transhumant shepherds, a heritage that belongs to everyone and that we have the obligation to preserve for future generations. In addition, transhumance produces high-quality meat, preserves indigenous breeds, prevents rural depopulation, spreads seeds, and fixes carbon to the soil. The passage of the flow through the old trails is beauty. There is also a guarantee of conservation of a heritage that belongs to all, and that we have the obligation to preserve for future generations. This pandemic has revealed to us the strategic role of the primary sector. We live in a critical moment to save transhumance and extensive farming. We need the involvement of public administration, but also the support of consumers to demand ethically sustainable meats, such as Segureña lamb. The modest voice of photography tells us stories using universal language of feelings, and sometimes, only sometimes, it helps us to connect with the public and create a moment of reflection in an attempt to move from the lament to the action. There is still life in those livestock routes, but that requires our preservation efforts. All of us are responsible for the transhumance wheel keep turning into the 21st century.